Hey guys, me JohnnyCrims2000 here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Batman Begins. This is part 21, and hopefully, this time for serious, the last part in this long Let's Play of mine. So let's keep going. We are underneath the tracks here. Let's just jump up. By the way, if you hear some howling in the background, that's because an ambulance went by a little while ago, and some of the dogs are still howling. So some of the neighborhood dogs are still howling. By the way, needless to say, if you fall off this thing, it's instant game over. I'm pretty sure I didn't need to say that, but you know, just wanted to say it just in case some of you guys didn't know. Alright, come on, jump. There we go. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is about to be the ending here. I know I said that before, but I'm pretty positive. And see, like, here's the thing, I don't know if... Alright, whatever. I was about to say, I don't know if I actually need that, but... Okay, here we go. This is Ra's al Ghul, and we're about to fight him. Be ready to be let down. I mean, he's not like a pushover or anything like that, but just watch.
You took my advice about theatricality a bit literally, don't you think?
We both wear masks.
But yours is a lie. You hate this city as much as I do.
You know, I never really liked the character of Ra's al Ghul, maybe because it was just, you know, in the end, yeah, he's kind of like a badass ninja, but he's still just a guy in a suit.
Who said anything about stopping it?
Then you will die with the rest of them.
There's only one man I'll let you kill.
You freaking A, these guys. Can you guys just, you know, kind of just leave? It's kind of just between me and him. Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. I'm giving you asthma, sir. Oh god, slow down. That's Ra's al Ghul's real superpower. See, my technique here, and I don't know if it's the best technique. I've never looked up a guide in my life for this game. But my technique here is basically just, oh, come on. I'm trying to, like, throw a freaking grenade here. Get off me. There we go. For some reason, it didn't want to come out. Where's Ra's al Ghul? There he is. Ooh. Cartwheel. Oh, God. Freaking, Okay, I took care of one guy. Now it's just me and Raj. Actually, I think that guy's dead, right? Okay, there we go. And I was like, he's still on my radar. I have to finish him. And just because I want to be cool, I'm just gonna boosh. Just want to use these things. Boosh. Come here, sir. See, he's not that impressive here. Actually, I didn't remember that he did that, so hopefully... Oh, okay. I still have my grappling hook. I actually don't know, or I don't remember, rather, if you're too late in using your grappling hook, if you actually lose. Because if you notice, the cart, or whatever you want to call this, the train, it was still going forward, and you actually had a limited time before it just left you altogether. Let's get the Batarang out. I'm pretty sure I have to use it. Or not, whatever. I don't know what this does. Alright, the machine cannot be stopped. That's great. And there's Ra's al Ghul again to meet us here. Just gonna throw that. There we go. He has no sword, so he's immediately a lot less of a pushover, or a lot more of a pushover, rather. I don't know when he was able to get a knife. I was like beating him up, and he all of a sudden had a knife on him. All right, let's interrogate him.
Have you finally learned to do what is necessary?
The most intense interrogation scene of the entire game, guys, right here. It's
not murder.
No different than any of the other interrogation scenes, admittedly, but, you know, boosh.
Justice.
And, you know, we kind of
Alfred, detonate the
we kind of just kill him, and now he's gone. He disappeared. We killed Raj Al Ghul.
It's our only choice.
He's pretty much done. All right, so ooh, I think I'm still playing. All right, grapple. There we go. And Raj Al Ghul, for some reason, is still there. I don't know why. We clearly saw him disappear right in front of us into oblivion, into the realm of non-returning video game bad guys. Not seen since the likes of Final Fight and Streets of Rage. Look at us with our cape and cowl that doesn't let us turn our head left and or right. Majestic. Truly. And
I once made the mistake of
that's
thinking Ra's al Ghul
pretty
was
much
dead.
it, guys. That's
But when men prove themselves
it was sort of, you know,
so
admittedly that was kind of like an almost like a
Jonathan
anticlimactic
Crane are already gone,
finish to the game.
just like Bruce Wayne.
But then again, let's be real, the
He's only a
the film
mask,
wasn't any better.
a cover
At least in my
for
opinion.
face criminals
I mean,
now
Batman
fear.
Begins, the first movie in the Dark Knight trilogy, was okay. It was
It's
pretty
Batman.
different. You know, when it first came out, I was actually pretty happy with it the first time I saw it. But, you know, it wasn't. It was okay, I guess. I think I was kind of expecting a little bit more. But let me go ahead and save this thing to Batman C, because that's the file that we've been using. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, we're gonna see the credits here. Basically, just because every time I beat a game, I always take time to watch the credits, to give credit to those people that made this game. So why not? And here's the scene that always introduced us. Well, not you guys, because you know I kind of cut ahead into to show only when you know, when I'm at the choose the file screen. But this screen pretty much is at the start every time you load this game up, and I am so sick of it because every time I have to record for this game, I had to look at this screen of Batman just standing there in the cave with bats flying all around him. So this screen, I wish they would have chosen something a bit better. Maybe a scene from the rooftop, the city, the skyscrapers of Gotham City. I would have preferred. But anyway, guys, that's it for Batman Begins. I think that there's one more thing that I want to show you guys. It's nothing big. Obviously, when you beat the game once, you unlock all the costumes. So it's not, thank God that you don't unlock one costume every time that you beat the game. Otherwise, that would take forever. I mean, this game isn't terribly long, but it's still, I probably wouldn't have gone through it. But once you unlock, or once you've beaten the game at least once, you get all 4 costumes to choose from. The original Batman Begins costume, which we didn't see here. The Dark Knight costume, which is the one that I chose for this playthrough. Well, I didn't choose it. You guys did. You guys voted on it. I let you guys choose which Batman suit you wanted me to play, and a lot of people wanted me to play with the Dark Knight, the classic black and gray costume, and that's the one that I went with. And you could choose 2 other ones, which are instead of gray and black, it's gray and blue, and each one has a different logo on the chest. And that's pretty cool. It's a nice little fan service for Batman fans. But aside from that, there's really not much as far as the unlockables. There is one thing that I'm going to show off. It's very simple. It's very quick, so it's not going to take that long. But my thoughts for this game, if you really want me to give you, or if you really want to know my in-depth thoughts for this game, I suggest that you guys check out the Hidden Gaming Gems review that I did for this game. It's you know, there'll be a link at the end of this video that you guys can go check it out. It's a review. It's a full well, it's not a full review, but it's like my little review, like my little 5-minute review where I talk about this game and what I like about it and stuff like that. But if you don't want to go over there, which I suggest you do, but if you don't want to, I understand. I like this game. I think that it's a really cool game. I think honestly, it's a game that I think is overlooked. That's why it was in part of my Hidden Gaming Gems series. And you know, obviously it's not as great as the Arkham games. I don't think there's any Batman games out there that are as great as the Arkham games. If you want the best Batman games ever, if you want the best DC Comics game ever, or even the best superhero games ever, you can't really go wrong with the Arkham games. But for Batman games, I think that this one is really good, and I think that if you don't want to check out the Arkham games, or if you just want to try something different where you can play as Batman and you know, and it being good as opposed to crap, which has been the case sometimes, I suggest that you check this game out. The good thing is that this game isn't terribly expensive. You can find it on the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, which is the version that I'm playing, and the Xbox, the original Xbox. So, you know, there's really no reason why you don't, you know, why you shouldn't play this game or even get this game. It's not rare. You can find it on 3 different systems, and it's not that expensive. I got my copy for about $8 at a used game shop. And every time I go into a game store, a used game store, they usually always have this game available on one of the 3 systems. So it's, you know, it's fairly common and it's fairly inexpensive. And you know, like if you watched my gameplay, if you watched my Let's Play rather, and you know, you liked what you saw, obviously this one isn't so much based on action as it is based on stealth and sort of strategy. Then, you know, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than what you normally get with a Batman game, which is mostly just with you know, like beat 'em ups and stuff like that. Now, having said that, there are a couple things that I didn't like about it. The main thing really being that some of the stuff gets a little bit repetitive, like the lockpick section. It never changes. You guys saw it. It's the same one that was in part 1 or 2 when it was first introduced, you know, all the way up until part 20 when I was still doing them. It never changed. So I would have preferred it if they made it at least somewhat different, somewhat harder as the game progressed. Some of the interrogation scenes can drag on for a little bit too much, and you know, I can understand why they did it. It's more for cinematic effect rather than gameplay effect, but I would have liked it to have been a little bit different. Maybe if we were able to interrogate the people a little bit differently. You know, we only really saw that once when we put that guy into that crate towards the beginning of the game, and you know, he was claustrophobic and we forced him to talk. Pretty much every other time we just kind of, you know, jacked the person up by the neck and forced them to talk. By the way, if you want to see a great game that has a very good scenes like that, where you kind of force people to tell you things, play The Punisher for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. My God, that game is awesome. Eventually, I may plan on doing a Let's Play of that game as well. I think it's one of those underrated games as well. But I digress. Yeah, Batman Begins is a good game. My God, these credits are going a lot longer than I expected. Kind of stumbling over my words, just trying to find things to talk about here. But yeah, I think that if you're a fan of Batman, I think if you're a fan of DC Comics, if you're a fan of superhero games, or if you're a fan of just like stealthy games, sort of, you know, Metal Gear Solid light, if you will, I think that this game is right for you. Like I said, the Arkham, here's the thing. If you play the Arkham games first and you go back and play this game, just remember that this game came out before Arkham. I know that sounds weird, but really though, if you go into the mindset of this is going to be like Arkham, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to set yourself up for failure. You're going to set this game up for failure, having, you know, such high expectations. But if you just look at this game for what it is, if you just look at this game for what it does have and what it does offer, I seriously think that you have a good game on your hands. Oh my God, we still haven't gone through the cast? Jesus Christ. Alright guys, I think I'm just going to say a couple more things and I'm just going to end these credits because they're going for way too long. But yeah, I think if you know, Batman is lucky enough that he has, you know, he's been one of the luckier superheroes out there that has had a good experience with video games, and I think this is one of them. But I do think it is one of the ones that has been overlooked. You know, when people say like, what are some good Batman games? You know, the first thing that they say obviously is Arkham. They say Injustice. They say what's another one? Batman Returns for the Super NES. They say Batman for the NES. I haven't heard that much of this game though, so give it a try. I think that people didn't give this game much of a try, and I am a firm believer that it is a great game, and it should be in your collection if you're a fan of Batman or if you're a fan of superhero games. And booyah! Oh my god, we made it through the credits. Jesus, that what lasted like 4 minutes? My god. Oh crap. That was awesome. It actually like transitioned into the into the press start screen. That was actually pretty cool. But anyway, this is the bonus. This is what you unlock for beating the game. So you have the movie footage, which is basically just where you can choose all the cutscenes. Obviously, they're not great quality, but you know, there you go. This is the alternative batsuits, where you get to choose what batsuit you want. You have Batman Begins, which is your starter. This is what you get. And then Dark Knight, which is the one we played as, World's Greatest Detective, and then Caped Crusader. So these three right here are the ones that you unlock, and you get the chance to play as one of them in the next time that you load up a new game. Batmobile bonus is a basically just like a mission. It lets you play the Batman level or the Batmobile levels over again, which, you know, I liked. They're faster paced, they're more arcadey, so if you like them, here you go. You get to play them whenever you want. And then the Gallery of Fear is actually pretty well, I shouldn't say very creative, but it's pretty unique, I guess. Let me take a swig of my flat root beer. Oh, this is gross. Oh god, that was really gross. But my mouth was getting dry, so so this is the Gallery of Fear, and it essentially is sort of a gallery, but it's in full 3D, which is very unique. You can go around here, and you can talk to, or not talk, but you can interact here with all these characters. There's Falcone. There's I don't know his name, Esquire or something like that. This is Hardy. So basically all the character models that you've seen, and let's see if we press this button here, you get to read about this guy. Lungtian Pem is a long-standing footman of the League of Shadows. He was one of the many of the League assigned to find Bruce Wayne after sightings of the vanished billionaire in Asia and India. So there you go. So you can do that with pretty much all of these guys, and you can go, I think you can, it's door to West Wing, so let's go over here. Actually, I haven't been here in a while. Oh, well, I think that's an exit, damn it. But you get the point. You get to see all these different little character models and things like that, which is pretty cool, I guess. It sort of serves as the purpose of like a gallery. Yeah, here we go. So we keep going on. So I think every time that you go into a new wing, it changes the character models. It changes the type of character. So here are like the crazy people from the asylum and stuff like that. I think this is that fat guy? Yeah, I think it is. Flass. So he's a corrupt. He has been corrupt even longer than he's been a cop. He's run dozens of low-level graft since he was a teenager. Everything from $5 bribes from street hustlers to free fare for falafels from unlicensed push carts. So as you guys can see, these are all the characters that we pretty much interacted with, whether they were character models, you know, by themselves, or if they were actually enemies. We get to interact with them, and you can read about them and things like that. It's pretty cool. Not really my thing. There's Jonathan Crane, not really the Scarecrow yet. Who's this guy? I think this is, I don't know who that guy is, but you get the point. So it's a nice little thing here. There we go. Chose no by accident. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, this Let's Play of Batman Begins. I do like this game. It's one of my favorite superhero games. It's one of my sort of favorite overlooked games, if you will. Like, not a lot of people have heard of this game, and I like to think that, you know, me liking this game is special because not many people have played this game, and I will tell people all the time, like, hey, you know, if you like the Arkham games, you want something simpler like Arkham Light, check out Batman Begins. And I think a lot of people that I tell that to are genuinely surprised. So if you have a couple bucks, if you have an Xbox, a GameCube, or a Wii, or a PlayStation 3 that's capable of playing PlayStation 2 games, or a PlayStation 2, then I suggest you get this game. It's really fun, it's really cheap, and it's easy to find, so go out there and get it. I highly suggest it. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. This has been Johnny Crimson 2000, and I will see you in my next Let's Play. Alright, peace out. As always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming-related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe. Maybe.